Yo boys, back with another video. Today we're gonna be doing double rogue. Um yeah, there's not much content to upload since I haven't been playing retail. All I've been doing is Wrath. I haven't done much arenas on Wrath. I played like probably like 30 games so far and it kind of sucks because everyone's already like full conquest gear at like 12, like legit 500 CR, and people have like 500 games played at 1200. I do have my friend Mage though. He's working on his Mage right now. I just got full engineering, so we will have some arena content coming out. But until I get all my stuff that I need, I don't really care about pushing on Wrath right now. I'm just kind of getting everything set up. But retail wise, yeah, it's not been going good on retail. I mean, I only log on if I'm doing stuff for gold, so I can transfer it over to Wrath. And I looked at some the HP buff kind of ends up making sub rogue unplayable because now in arena in Dragonflight, we have full gear. Like everyone's gonna have like 370k HP, and I have been watching some rogues, and yeah, well, I've been watching Naj's stream, and yeah, it looks really bad, like really bad. Like I'm saying, like compared to everyone else's damage, you can't really kill anything. It feels like, but you never know. They can end up doing it buffs or whatever they do. Me personally, I don't really like the HP buff. I don't know why they did it. I think it was dumb. I don't know. To me, it was just stupid. But it's Blizzard, so kind of expected something like that. So at this point, we've already gotten double Trinket. So all I need to do is use my Cosmic Trinket on the one of the hunters. I don't want to Shadow Strike to him or step him, because if he has trap right under him, then obviously I'm gonna get trapped. I end up coming out here. We end up shadowing him, and he ends up getting taken out. He actually, since thankfully I got him a little bit down. As you can see, my actual additional damage is pretty garbage. But my trinket, since it's bugged right now, does unhealable to him. So thankfully it took him out. In this situation, all we're gonna do is wait for some cool IDs. We don't have to wait for everything. Just mainly like Shadow Dance and our Kyrian file or Echo. I don't know how good Echo is gonna be whenever we don't have a Unity or a Legendary. Because without the legendary right now, it's like really bad. You get like 3 of its rates worth, and it's not really worth it. But yeah, I am ready for Dragonflight. I mean, I think everyone is. I mean, all my viewers usually just log off in 5 minutes because it's so boring. I mean, the only thing to do on pre-patch right now is do solo queue, and if you queue solo queue, you're just queuing a Shadow Priest, Warlock, or DH running a one-shot macro. That's like it's honestly just boring. But as you can see here, we end up opening here. He ends up almost dying here, but and these guys have no gear, by the way, so I'm in max best in slot, and these guys are in like legit 1400 gear because we're at so low MMR. But since I, I cannot play over 1600. I just had the most boring games. Like you guys have no idea how boring 16. Like it's just great. It's fantastic. DH, Priest, Warlock every single game. Warlock's already unkillable. I can't even beat a 1400 Warlock 1v1. It's physically impossible for me to beat a Warlock. It doesn't matter if he has 100k or if he has 60k. All he has to do is Dark Pack off CD and he's unkillable because he has that bug of 100k and I can barely even do 15k. So this is a situation where we have to somehow. I mean, obviously the Warlocks are going to be unkillable. As you can see, Brian's messaging me. I was, transferring gold over, but we're gonna sap the Warlock here, and as you can see, these guys are not good. Like the Warlock's fucking backpedaling and stuff. So it's like, it's nothing to where they're playing insanely good or anything. It's legit just, I don't know. I wish there was like a word for this. But yeah, I haven't been making any video Deontay's like usual because there's legit nothing to do on retail, and then obviously I'm not gonna upload a few arenas on Wrath when I've only done like I'm legit like 24 wins and 20 losses at 1300. I just queued with looking for group because at first my mage wasn't even gonna play, but I kind of like you know I got him to play. So at least I'll have queues on Wrath because I really want to get into Wrath. I want to get into raiding. I've already done some of the raids. I've gotten a piece, but yeah, I'm really interested in playing like classic Wrath. Just being able to raid is, I mean, even though I'm not a big fan of PvE, doing stuff for like best in select gear is like I've always liked doing stuff like that. But we end up killing him here. Thankfully, this is like the first game my guy actually survives. And obviously, the warlock doesn't know how to click a single button, so he just ends up dying. This is another game. This is actually just a weird game because I was like, we were just me and the guy here. We were just talking in Discord, and I wasn't really paying attention. Like I was just talking. So it's basically just opening and just doing whatever, kindling off DR. And this guy has no gear, legit no gear. So does my guy. So they're both just in no gear right now. That guy is 60k, which means all I have to do is trinket him and get a little bit of like if I can get him down to like 80% and trinket him, he's gonna die because my trinket just auto does like 60k. So we've already gotten this trinket. All we really have to do now is just go DH and win. So I get my combo points here, and someone just subscribed. Good old fashioned Subiante. I wasn't even live, but since I'm recording with Streamlabs, it tells me. So basically, at this point, all we're waiting. I mean, at this point, I could just kinny the DH off DR. So my guy ends up kinning here. Do I end up shadow doing off of that or no? No, I don't. So yeah, at this point, it's like, he's still pretty dead. I mean, I have double vanish, and since he just bleeds on him, if he tries to use his eyeball, he's not gonna be able to get me. It kind of sucks that we don't get the shield anymore unless you vanish, and it only lasts for 3 seconds, so it's like pretty useless. But as you can see, the DR is almost coming off. All I have to do is get my combo points and then kin him, and he's gonna be pretty much dead. So I'm not gonna trinket this. The reason I'm not gonna trinket that is because if he tries to roar me or stomp me through the shadowy door, I'm gonna need a trinket. So as you can see, I'm kind of distracted. I already should have been kinning right now. Like the moment it was off DR, I should have done it. So at this point, I just vanished for the extra crit dam, and he ends up getting taken out. And then we're gonna skip it here because obviously this druid tries to 1v1 me, which he actually does a lot of damage. I'm not gonna lie. This guy actually does a lot of bleed dam. He's gotten me down to like 40% when I had nothing. Yeah, it's very simple to beat a rogue if they have no cooldowns. If you just train them, if this guy just sat on me with full blades because he was playing like this ethereal build while I was a healer, so he could have possibly killed me. But thankfully, best rogue in game never loses a single game in his life, like you. At this point, we're just waiting for the druid to come out, sap him, and then get on to the next game. But yeah, I am ready for Dragonflight. Now, I'm not really I don't know if I like the HP buff or if I don't like it because I don't want it to be a BFA, but I also don't want it to be, one-shot buttons. Like I feel like anything that can one button like for example, the Trinket right now should never be a thing. So like that should never be like thankfully it's not live, so it's not actually like that obviously. But like if it was on live, then obviously you know that's not a good thing. So like same thing with Convoke, same thing with anything that can just click one button and kill you is shouldn't be in the game. So here, this is another game where we were just talking, and these obviously were just games that we were just not. It wasn't really hardcore games. We're playing at such a low CR that we just talked, and if we lost, we lost. We won, we won. But yeah, we're trying to get the Druid open here, and when the Druid opens, we're just gonna kinny him. My guy ends up DR kinning, not a big deal. Druid comes out. I don't want to use my step because obviously he's gonna use his gate as soon as I step, and then I'm not gonna be able to catch him. I end up stepping there because I was annoyed. I end up getting perma CC by this warlock. Thankfully, I had Trinket. I end up using my evasion. See, right there, I should have used my Trinket. I end up almost dying here, which kind of sucked. So yeah, there I should have used my Cosmic Trinket, so I would have got his Trinket. The problem is my burst damage is not enough to get his, to kill him. So maybe I should have used my blades there and then use my Trinket on the second go where he had no Trinket. He ends up trinketing air, as you can see. I don't know what he even trinketed. I mean, it's the Kinney's still off DR on DR, so it's not like he got stunned. I wasn't even paying attention. So the Druid ends up trinketing, I don't even know. Like, I really am trying to figure it out. I end up kinning him back here. I didn't think he was gonna die for a second, but he ends up dying. We got him actually a decent amount. And we caught him out of form, so at this point, we're kinda just lining and big chili. But yeah, the reason I haven't been making those daily uploads, obviously when we get and also streaming, I haven't been streaming like at all. Because legit there's no content. And I'm not really gonna be streaming that serious until I get my physical therapy done. Once I get all that stuff done and hope that it fixes my back, I'm gonna be doing, 7-hour streams every single day. We'll get back to like the hardcore videos, back to the good old fashioned content. But yeah, streaming I'm not really prior to it, keeping that on the low. It's just gonna be like something, if I wanna do it, I'll do it. But it's like it just all depends. But as you can see, we end up killing the warlock here. I end up smoke bombing. He ends up dark packing low, and he ends up dying. And obviously, these are really, low MMR games. These are nothing. Obviously, the reason my voice is like this is obviously because I just woke up. It is a early onset for me. I passed out last night, so I didn't get a voice over the video, so I'm voicing over it right now. Even though there's not much to it, I end up getting them both out right here. I'm gonna pre-disarm the rogue before he can kidney me. All my guy needs to do is blind the druid, and then we're gonna kidney shot the rogue. So as soon as the druid trinket's there, we probably didn't have to kidney, because at that point, we could have just saved kidney for druid and then full sent the druid. But my main goal was just getting the rogue's trinket. But at this point, yeah, we're just trying to get the rogue's trinket. I'm saving my blind for when the druid gets off DR. We're gonna blind the druid and then kidney the rogue, get his trinket, and then the next go we're just gonna kill the rogue. And the pre-evasioning here, he actually step kidneys my evasion, insane. He ends up doing a lot of damage here. I end up blinding, kidneying. We got trinket. I end up vanishing. I think he ends up 100-0ing my guy because obviously he has no gear, so he's gonna get, absolutely farmed. But at that point I just mount up. See, the one thing I do hate though is me coming out of stealth every 1 second is just, it's dumb. I don't know. I don't know why they took that. I don't know why they ended up nerfing Sub Rogue when it was already bad, and now it's just terrible. But this guy ends up using his trinket. Now, if he would have just kidneyed me and used his trinket on me, I probably would have been dead. But this is a situation I vanish here. My trinket absolutely farms him. And obviously, we're gonna skip here because another druid that tries to 1v1 me like huge ends up getting taken out. I end up gouging him here, and we're gonna be able to get a re-stealth. And pretty much that is all there is to it. I'm going to try to sap him. He actually ends up getting juked off the side there. And all we have to do is end up killing him. And I think he gets taken out here, pretty sure. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys want to see next. And I think everyone's ready for Dragonflight at this point. L pre-patch like usual. Let's hope Blizzard's actual gameplay when it comes out is better than everyone thinks it's not going to be. But I will see you guys in the next video. And check out my Discord and Twitter.